Hey y'all, it's Mama TPG with One Love, One Light Tarot. Welcome to your daily reading. So I have no idea what's going to come forth. I don't have really any downloads to start with, so let's just get into it. Holy Spirit, show me clearly what message you want to bring to our attention today. We have the dragon. It says powerful, selfless, honest, indirect, good fortune and luck, quick-tempered and tyrannical. Let's see if I can kind of angle it towards you. No, that's not going to work. Sorry. What else do we have? We have the pig. It says, carefree and easygoing, calm and collected, keeps the peace, and naive and lazy. Wow, okay. What else? We have the praying mantis. I feel like every time I use these cards, which has been very few times, this ends up coming out. Taking a time out, meditation and peace, higher realm energy, life purpose, and mission. And this is in the challenge position. That's the advice here. We have the crab, Cancer, emotional and moody, relaxed and homey, avoids conflict. And the outcome we have is the full moon. Heightened sensitivity, visions and dreams, manifestation, ritual, and ceremony. So the full moon energy is starting to dissipate, although it obviously everything to do with whatever rituals you have going. I feel like, let's get this first. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the ox, and we are in the year of the ox. I actually am an ox in Chinese astrology. So cautious and steady, patient and methodical, traditional and conservative, poor communication skills. So I feel like we're talking about collectively kind of what is happening here. So we have this powerful and selfless dragon, which I believe, let's see here, next year is the tiger year. So I don't think it's referring to that because this is past energy. So we have powerful and selfless. And then we go to the pig, which is carefree and easygoing, calm and collected, but naive and lazy. So I think as a whole, we may be being naive and lazy. And our challenge is really going into this higher realm energy by taking on a life purpose mission, by doing meditation, by taking that time out and really tapping into the higher realm energy. And as a collective, this is our challenge, is to put in the work. I feel like it's easier to just accept what we're being told as fact and just keep trying to function in our own comfort, in our own ways, right? And just trying to keep the peace. We also have here with this ox, like this trying to avoid confrontation. And I feel like, you know, it's like remembering who we are. We are powerful. We can be selfless and still be powerful. We can be honest and direct. We can also be quick-tempered and tyrannical. So it's like if that's the flow of the world, then we take that on. But just remember, the flow or the collective energy, whether it's on a global scale or within ourselves, they are a reflection of each other. So it's very easy to point the finger and be judgmental, but I feel like we need to recognize that our own battles within are playing out globally. So the outcome here, or the advice here, is like there's this, you know, relaxed and homey and avoiding conflict, But just know the crab, when it has to, will get down, right? It will fight for what its home. It'll fight for its own sovereignty. And the outcome here, the full moon, is that really seeing your visions and dreams and your manifestations come true. So these rituals and ceremonies may be scoffed at by others, but just know that it's like the spiritual community is also subjected to these same, this really looks like a flow like this, right? So I feel like the spiritual community is also going through this and having to decide if they want to, you know, follow the stream, the main stream. And that's what I'm getting here. So let's go ahead and clarify and see how this is playing out for us. So why do we have this dragon energy here as the recent past? And we have the 10 of Pentacles. So this is all about family, home, security, stability, you know, legacy and building whatever it is that we're trying to build. But it's definitely, you know, our way of life, but in that, you know, in a visionary sense. This is what we are working towards, most of us. You know, this is what we are hoping to attain. Okay, so why is this pig energy here as the current energy? And we have these 7 of Wands. So what I'm feeling like, it's like these are opposites in a way, because the 7 of Wands really stands up for what they believe in. But this particular version, it's like you have to also understand that your own bubble is, you know, being subjected to all of this energy, just like the collective is. So you can separate yourself out, you can, but there's also a call here. There's one stick that's being really trying to trigger us to go into this mission, if you will. Okay, so why is this praying mantis here? And we have death. So, I mean, I think that it's a challenge, because death is, I mean, we can look at it in the physical sense. This card actually says death and rebirth, and it has the infinity symbol. Like, this is a constant process, right? It is an infinite process of death and rebirth. And I feel like Earth as a whole is going through this. But it's also, you know, in the challenge position. It's because we are trying to transition to a new way, and we are getting stuck in kind of our old ways here. So then when we look at the 7 of Wands, of standing up for what you believe and knowing that many may come against you and you'll have to defend, and you will have the higher ground, but you will be in a place of having to defend. Then if we are being naive and lazy, then how strong can we support our own beliefs, right? If we're just listening, and I'm not saying that what we're being told that there isn't truth in it, or that it's all truth or all negative or all lies, whatever it is, but I feel like we all owe ourselves and the collective to do our own research and to not just accept everything at face value. This is your life here, okay? Meditate, allow God, the divine, to guide you and help you with discernment at this time. So why is this crab energy here? And we have the 4 of Cups. So I feel like it's like the universe is trying to give you this information, but it's like, you know, this, you know, I'm just discontent because I have got stuck in my ways, and it's actually, this discontentment is a ping from your intuition to tell you to make changes. Okay, that the way that things were before is not going to work any longer. All right, so why is this full moon here as the outcome? And we have the Ace of Wands. This is like an awakening. This is, you know, awakening that, I mean, it's showing the third eye, and I don't necessarily always associate the Ace of Wands with the third eye, but this is about that vision, about being very clear on what you believe, on what you're being guided to do, what you're being inspired to do, what you're being motivated to do. It's getting yourself in that place, in line, right? Mentally, emotionally, physically, to stand up for what you believe and maintain your own spirituality and your own sovereignty in your thoughts. Don't allow anyone else to think for you. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands. So, you know, this clarifying the ox is like the opposite, right? Because the ox said cautious and steady, which Eight of Wands is quick moving and, you know, fiery. Patient and methodical. No, this, you know, the Eight of Wands can be overwhelming because it's just so much energy going towards something. Traditional and conservative, not necessarily. This is Eight of Wands is positive movement forward, and traditional and conservative just isn't going to work anymore. Poor communication skills. Eight of Wands also represents, you know, quick moving communication, right? So how is the divine, I'll use these twin flame journey tarot here. How is the divine, how's the divine assisting us right now? What is their guidance? We have the Ace of Pentacles, wise investment. So this is all about planting your own seeds and I feel like this is somehow doing your own research, but that's just because that's the story that I see here. What else do we have? We have Page of Pentacles, concrete ideas. So, you know, that would be the research, right? That would be about learning about your own ideas, learning about your own investments, learning about, you know, pages are learning, they're students, right? But this could also be a message, an idea of somebody offering something to you that's solid, that is, you know, has that something that will create a solid foundation. What else do we have? We have the Six of Cups. This is in the challenge position, memories and reunion. I feel like, you know, trying to look back and say, this is how it was, or this is how we used to do it, or anything like that is going to just be a distraction at this point. It's about coming up with how are you moving forward? How are you connecting to the divine? What kind of gifts? Sometimes Six of Cups can be talking about, you know, gifts from the divine. So, you know, it's like giving to others, and definitely can be about children, right? So think of the future. Think of, like, not about memories. I'm not saying erase those memories, but just know that that's not where you're going to find the information to move forward. Although I will say that that has been such a huge part of my own transformation, is being exposed to the astrology of history. That's a big thing of like why I follow the Leo King, because he really goes into detail about, okay, if we have this planet aspecting this planet at this degree, when was the last time that happened, and then looking at the events in history when this pattern has played out and how that has, and then looking at the actual astrology as to how that can determine where this pattern is going now, right? That has been huge for my own transformation, huge for my own spiritual evolution. So it's something not everybody's interested in, but it has blown my mind. So that's about, creating our path forward by looking at how these energies were navigated in the past. How did the collective respond to the energies that they were navigating? So what else do we have? The Three of Cups, celebration and community. So this is definitely going to be about, trying to find your soul tribe, trying to connect with others that align with you, that align with what you believe, and you're going to be more impactful than you would be trying to navigate this alone. I understand that we've all been programmed to fully be independent people, and I don't think that there's anything entirely wrong with that. But I feel like when we separate ourselves from others, then it diminishes the power that we have as a collective. What is the outcome here? And we have the twin flame connection lovers. So yeah, it's about finding those that truly align with you. And I feel like this is what it's really saying. All of this is saying is that love is the answer. True unconditional love for yourself, for your neighbor, for your family, for your romantic partner. It's about having compassion for where they're at on their journey, and having compassion for yourself, especially if this challenges these memories, right? So it's like, I feel like this all comes back to having a compassionate review of the past in a way, but only to strengthen your unconditional love, because you were in a different place when you went through hurt and pain, and you were in a different place when others caused you pain. So if you're at a place now where you're more awakened and understanding the laws of karma and understanding how everybody is connected, and how if I hurt you, I'm hurting myself, right? I think that's what it all comes down to. And again, the overall energy, we have this 10 of Pentacles. So it all comes back to this ultimate achievement, having this breakthrough, understanding that family is everything. But it's like your soul family. So, and I also feel like this is a call to really look at your ancestral makeup and know that your ancestors are part of your spirit team and cheering you on to this ultimate achievement. Oop. Okay, so that is what I'm getting. I know it's kind of a general message and a little bit doomsday, but it doesn't have to be. I think that's the point. It doesn't have to be doomsday if you're solid in what you believe. Now, there's also, Spirit is telling me, there's also a need to understand that you don't know everything, and it's like keeping an open mind. And, but just recognizing, really connecting to the divine. That's what I keep going back to, is you are going to be protected, guided, comforted, healed, everything through God and your entire spiritual team. Your spirit guides, your passed on loved ones, your ancestors, archangels, guardian angels, whatever it is that you believe, that is going to carry you through all of this. That is the message. Let me know how this is playing out for you. Yeah, that's what I have today. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. And remember, the universe has your back, and so do I. Take care.